Snap released their new AR glasses and they are fucking ridiculous. Look at them shits. My boy looks like he's in fear right now. Like his ears, it's like crushing his ears. You can't see anything and it's big as hell. And we saw this in the stock price as well, which went about 13% down, and it's just kind of bad. Of course, display glasses that these have a display in them, are really kind of not really there in terms of technology that they could fit into a smaller case. But even compared to Meta's display glasses, which are currently pretty much the only ones that are available, that are mainstream, while they are big as well, they're nearly not as ridiculous as the ones from Snap. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, and this guy is a genius, so let's hear him out.
For joining us here at AWE. It's been such an exciting day for the company and something we've been working towards for more than 12 years now, to really bring computing into the world and make it more human. And I think it's something
Innova working 12 years on those glasses.
That people are really looking for in this moment, where they feel like screens are distracting them. People are spending on average more than 7 hours a day staring down at screens.
Evan, or Ian, I don't know how you spell it. I don't know if people do want like screens in their glasses. I've thought about it a few times, and there are some occasions where it would be nice, especially like while you're at work or where you really can't be hands-on with a phone and you need the glasses for something. But the truth is that we don't even need to use screens and devices as much as we do nowadays, that there is not really that many applications where I see something like this useful. Mainly this could be, I think, great for workers in industries where they could be kind of guided by AI. I'm thinking about construction workers that are maybe not that skilled. They could have kind of an AI hologram show them what to do for that particular, for example, if you're fixing plumbing for a house, it could kind of show you what to do, etc. But other than things like that, it's kind of hard to imagine glasses like these being a solution, at least when they're this big. Yeah, let's see it.
Instead of connecting with their friends and staying present in the world. And we think specs offer a totally new opportunity to bring computing into the world around you and help computing feel more human and more personal.
During your keynote, you took a jab at Mark Zuckerberg, and you said the folks up north aren't going to be able to copy these. But Meta right now is selling much lower priced devices. You have the $250 glasses with AI via audio. They have an $800 version of these. Yours is so much more expensive. Aren't you concerned about competing?
Well, I think you raise a really interesting point. Today, if you look at the market, it's bifurcated. You either have smart glasses, which are lightweight and wearable, but aren't really capable of much. They're almost more like AirPods or something, a phone accessory. And then you have headsets, which are very capable and immersive, but they're also clunky and hard to wear. They shut you out of the world with virtual reality. And specs occupy a totally new category of computing. They're both highly wearable, but also incredibly capable for immersive computing. So whether you want to bring a private display on the road with you, whether you want to play games together with your friends, or just use real-world utilities like navigation or real-time translation, specs are incredibly capable of bringing computing into the world around you.
But these cost $2,200. Who is going to be buying these for things other than playing games?
That's a good question.
Well, I think the most important way to think about specs is as a computer. And so they're comparably priced to other high-end computers or high-end laptops. And so whether it's early adopters or the developer community, there are more than 450,000 developers using Snap's AR tools. So there's already a group of people who are so passionate about this vision of bringing computing into the world with augmented reality.
You're launching this new device, unveiling this new device just the day after Britain's Prime Minister announced that they're going to be enacting a social media ban for teens under age 16 going into effect. Does introducing a new device complicate these youth safety issues even further?
I think what's so important about specs is that it offers a way to bring people off of screens and into the world in a way that they can share computing together. And this is something that's been so important to our vision and the mission for the company over the last 15 years, whether it's things like ephemeral messaging that make conversations
to be honest, this idea of having computing on you at every point in your life, I believe that the world is going into a different direction. Think about what are the points in life that give you the most joy? What are the times you remember for a long time? What would you want to do in life if you would not have to use computers at all? And the truth is that humans are not made for computers. While computers are a great tool, and I certainly use the computer a lot for gathering information, producing content for my work, etc., etc., it's not all in all. I think we're gonna see the reduction of using computers, and certainly gluing a computer to your face or using them as your glasses, I could see it in the future, and certainly the Meta glasses have sold. They definitely have sold, and I actually know a few people that own them. So it's not that ridiculous. But even them, they're mainly used for making social media videos. They're kind of like a fun gadget. You can ask AI some questions with them, you can listen to music with them, but AirPods or any earbuds can do the same already. And really, I think having a display and having this vision is not that big of a difference compared to having audio, in my opinion, because with audio you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to shows, you can listen to music, and to be honest, the most of what people are doing on computers is entertainment, and you can even make calls. You know, there's really so much you can already do with earbuds, for example, that it's hard to kind of reasonably get these glasses. And definitely it's gonna be up to the price and the size of it. These are just ridiculous and they cost a lot, but I do get that we are definitely at the start of the development of these kinds of devices, and as with any electronics and technology, they will get smaller, they will get more efficient, they won't get bigger. So definitely if we see this and we see the Meta display ones, which are kind of reasonable, even they are a bit too big. If you look at them compared to the normal Meta AI glasses, they look ridiculously chunky, but these are not really that bad. Here we have a great comparison with Zuckerberg using the Meta display glasses, and while they are ridiculous, they're not as bad as the Snapchat ones.
Looking good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Man, he looking good. Look at the dude's ears. These don't look normal. Like, it's crushing his ear, and even the back has like a crazy big lump. And I know you have to fit a lot of electronics in here, and if it fits a full computer, it might be impressive. You know, they definitely have put a lot of work into this, but it's just one of those pieces of technology that really is not financially viable. I see this more of as a stepping stone to some new direction out there, that maybe we can see better AR glasses in the future. But this is not it. This ain't it. And there's no reason why you should not have a separate device for the computing. Like, I'd much rather have really small glasses and have a wire coming out of them into my pocket where there is the computing, the battery, everything that really takes up space. That would be so much better in my opinion compared to something like this. So I just really don't see the vision. But of course, with any product, these are gonna get better and better over time, but I don't even know. Let's look at the design a bit more. We have a video here. We have the nice voices. Feeling like Apple. Specs. Them shits is huge. This ain't gonna be financially viable. And this brings us to a new question. Is these tech companies, are they at a point where they shouldn't reinvest into new technology, and maybe they should just kind of return value to shareholders? Of course, with some companies that are kind of at the end of the development, they have a good business going on, but they really don't have things that they can keep developing for their platform and their revenue structures. So they would be better off, giving the earnings to shareholders as a dividend. And a lot of legacy companies do this. And in my opinion, it might start to feel like some of these tech companies are at a point where they should maybe start doing this. But the problem is that the stock market would hate this, because these companies' valuations, they depend on the big technological innovations. They depend on AI, they depend on this new technology. So the companies cannot keep doing the same products. They have to make new products. They have to have a vision for the future, for like the next 20 years, for the next 30 years. What are the next things that are coming out? Because if they would start to give out the earnings as dividends, people would see the current business as something that is not developing further, because they're not really putting money into it. So, but in my opinion, would it be better to just keep working on the product? Like Snapchat is quite good product. There's ads on there, there's videos on there, they're enjoyable. It's fine. There's content creators on Snapchat. You know, it's working well. I don't see any issues with that. And if it's profitable, why waste the money on something like this? Actually, I don't know if it's profitable. I just checked online and Snap has never made a profit. That's quite bad. But yeah, that's it for the video. Just wanted to share these classes with y'all. And I usually drop a meme here at the end, but we don't even need it, because this right here is one. This is just bad, and of course this doesn't make my life worse. It's fine, and I always encourage technological innovation, and oftentimes you need to do ridiculous crazy things like this to learn that it's not the right path. And I'm telling you, you should put the compute power and the battery in the pocket and make the glasses as small as possible. People are really big into aesthetics, and people would not wear anything like this. Even if it was a bit smaller, it would still look crazy ridiculous. And another thing that I would say is worth considering is that, people want to use electronics more and more with everything like TikTok and gambling and degenerate content online and kind of AI slop, etc. and etc. Would people really want this? And would this really be useful for at least end consumers? But yeah, something to think about. Make wise decisions, live a good life, have a great summer. It's been so nice out here in Helsinki. It's hot as hell. Definitely recommend visiting Helsinki or Finland in the summer. It's really nice out here. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the summer. Yeah, see ya.